Going on, boys? It's your boy Fight Night Frankie. We are gearing up for another adequate night of UFC fights. I'm going to be doing the pre-card show. Not sure how much I'm going to get into this. Don't really care too much about this card. Happy week. Hope everyone's had a good one. Happy weekend. Looking forward to having a nice little chat. Yeah, I'll probably hang around just about until the card starts. We'll see how it goes. How's it going, Tiff? What's going on? How are you doing? How are things in your neck of the woods? Yeah. How you doing, Westy? What's good, man? Still haven't got any notifications from you, brother. Either you haven't streamed in the past week, or you haven't been letting me know. I hope you're well, bro. Yeah, parlays are locked and loaded. I've got the silk pajamas link locked and ready to go. Your boy's riding high on the table as I always do, just before I fall down right at the last hurdle. So expect more of that from me. How you doing, James? What's good, man? I always gets a chuckle out of me. How you doing, brother? What's good in the hood? Hope everyone's well. As always, if you could tickle the hell out of that like button, I'd appreciate it. I know I haven't done anything to deserve it yet, but come on, I'm your boy. And you know how helpful it apparently is. How you doing, Otis? What's good, man? Is anyone actually watching this card, or none of us care? Be honest. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay up for this one. I'm probably streaming when you're asleep, and I'm not leaving my streams up. Fair enough. How you doing, JPL? What's good, man? I just gave Silk Pajamas a little shout out. How's the weather in the UK? Just cold. Cold and bleak and rainy. It's been raining pretty much all week. Your boy's been getting dunked on. But got another week of work out the way. It was fine, I guess. And now I've got 1 week to go before the obligatory time off. You're going to get up for it. It's like 2 hours away, isn't it? Something like that. I think. I might be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm not jazzed. I mean, name value wise, it's not the best card in the world, but usually that's when these fights kind of, I don't know. This is usually when these fight cards kind of, do pretty well. Yeah, raining all year. This is just what it's like living in the UK. It is what it is. The thing is, I don't even hate the rain. It's just, it's more the general grayness that's difficult to deal with. I watched the first fight, but I have a little kip and wake up at 2 a.m. Makes sense. Yeah, the main card is probably. I mean, I guess there's the potential for some fun scraps. Sorry if I'm not bringing the required level of enthusiasm, but I'm just not as excited as I potentially could be. Since I quit drinking, I need to go to bed early. The old getting drunk KOs here. Fair enough, man. I'm going to be drinking again real soon. 6 more weeks until I'm back in Southeast Asia again. And I'm a little bit pissed off because obviously Newcastle United lost again. I'm sick of being a sports fan. It just pisses me off. How you doing, Beeswax? What's good, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Did you watch the Usman Nurmagomedov fight today? I don't watch PFL. I don't recognize them as a legit organization. I'm assuming he won. He was fighting Alfie Davis or some guy, right? That guy was clearly a scrub. So let me guess. Usman took him to a decision yet again. Please tell me you got a finish, because it's getting embarrassing at this point. But no, I didn't watch PFL. Sometimes the no-name fights make them show out more. Yeah, 100%. I mean, as a pure fight fan, having like a bunch of hungry up-and-comers on the card can be pretty fun. He choked him out. I don't know, whatever. I mean, does it matter? Really? I mean, of course he won. The question was, how was he going to do it? He needs to make his way over to the UFC as soon as possible. He can slip in at lightweight, where Makhachev obviously departed. Did you see the Guru versus Bryce fishing video? I saw some of it. I haven't got through the whole thing yet. I'm assuming it's wild because Bryce obviously has some crazy takes. How you doing, Charles? What's good, man? Usman looks so juicy. He's popped a couple times already. They're all on something. All those Russian guys are up to no good. Little snakes. Not as bad as kidney stones, though. So I've had kidney stones 3 times, man. I never learned my lesson. I mean, I learned my lesson for a couple months. I get some water down and then still don't watch our MMA after being a solid member of this community forever. You're not really missing out on much, to be honest. I think the year to get involved would have probably been like 2023. That was a good year. But it's been pretty patchy since then. Nothing really to write home about. But it does give us stuff to talk about, especially when stupid stuff happens. So I mostly use it for talking points. That's about it. That's really it. I've got no other interest in it outside of that. I mean, I do enjoy watching people, just fight. That's the base just thing we have inside of us all. But outside of that, I mean, it's not as entertaining to me. Here's the thing, I watch it and I enjoy the fights themselves, but I don't get excited for it much anymore. I think is the issue. I just don't feel it. I haven't got that level of excitement anymore. I noticed that Dougie went on a little bit early as well, so it's nice that we've got him to set us up a little bit later on, potentially. Just found out that Matt Serra has a gym 10 minutes away from me and that Marab trains there. You need to get your ass over there, mate. If you've got any interest in training, go and soak some knowledge up. Like, why not? From what I understand, those guys are like pretty... Gyms in general tend to be quite welcoming to newcomers. So get in there and see how it goes. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Matt Serra looks like a half decent geezer as well. How you doing, Manfin? What's good, man? How are you? Are you as unexcited for these fights as I am? I need to be a better advocate for MMA. I really do. I'm just a little bit salty tonight. I'm absolutely just... Say Gabe... Nah. I know. I've been tricked with that one before. It's not because I'm too smart to get tricked by it. Just I've been tricked by it once. So you will not be getting me again. Frankie, just so you know, I could be jacking off instead of watching you. It's funny how that comes up in every single one of my streams. I don't know why people feel the need to tell me this. Should I be grateful that you're not? I don't know. Gay boners. Are you satisfied? Did you get out of it all you thought you would? But how you doing, user? What's good, man? Good to have you back. Good to have you back. Like I said, I'm not going to be hanging out for too long tonight because I don't want to. That's the only thing I've got to say about that. We did have a nice I think the stream we had on Monday was one of the best ones we've had in a while. I love you too, man. I think the stream we had on Monday was one of the better ones we've had. Just generally enjoyable. The community were all on form. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, hopefully we can have more like that moving forward. I'm usually grocery shopping while I listen to the stream. So you're a daytime grocery shopper, yeah? How you doing, White Girl Magic? What's good? I'm fine. How are you? Nice to see you here. Hope you're having a lovely evening. No, frankly, I'm grateful. You're helping me retain my semen. Why do you want to do that? I'm very anti-retaining semen in here. I'm openly challenging TP to a fight. You're challenging me to a fight. You're clearly jealous of my nose, so you clearly want to do something to it. Pull up, bro. I'm assuming you're an American though, so if you're willing to fly over here, we can go. I find it fun. I find it funny. That's all good, bro. Are you staying up for the fights? I am staying up for the fights, 100%, bro. I'm not gonna stream for it, but I'm gonna stay up and watch. I'll watch every card. I think there's only been 2 or 3 cards in the last decade that I have fallen asleep, and it's not out of intent, but I literally fell asleep for a couple of them. If you are masturbating to Frankie, at least send him some money. Unmonetized channel, mate. So it's all freebies around here, free reach arounds around here, I guess. That makes me proud. Come on, retention helps bust big loads when you finally do. You should be at full capacity when you're like 4 hours after nutting though, really. Do you have a psychology degree? No, I've got an English literature degree and a degree in educational studies. The two kind of went hand in hand. So I've got 2 degrees and a master's. And that doesn't make me smart at all. As you're gonna find out in the next hour, I am quite dumb. You like boxing. What are your thoughts on these influencers fighting? I'm not a big fan of the influencer boxing scene, to be fair, but there have been some fun. There have been some fun little cards that there can be. I was a boxing fan before I was an MMA fan. I used to think MMA was barbaric, and then eventually one of my boys got me into it, and I haven't looked back ever since. Did you see the Usman win? Don't watch PFL, mate. I don't. How you doing, Ched? What's good, man? High Observer, my boy. Didn't you say that you got a PhD? No, I don't have a PhD. I've got a master's in English literature. It's a bachelor of the arts, but it's like it's not. I don't have a PhD, but I do have a master's. Frankie, can I be vulnerable? Asking as you've moved around quite a bit. Yeah, this is the right forum for that. I don't think I'm very judgmental. I mean, look at the things I've said on this channel. Yo, Frankie, I nailed a frog to a friend's door while his wife went apeshit at me. You've been up to no good again, yeah? Pissing on laptops and now doing that kind of KP, yeah? Any favorite boxers from back in the day? Wow, man, I got loads. Like, I would say, like, I really enjoyed people like Ricky Hatton, Floyd Mayweather. I enjoyed some of the heavyweight fights. I'd say from back, Joe Calzaghe's probably a guy that often doesn't get spoken about much. Is UFC the only MMA show you watch? Nah, I do kind of. I watch a little bit of Brave. I occasionally watch Cage Warriors. I don't really watch Octagon anymore because they're little snakes. How old are you? I'm 41 years old. I have a psychology degree and teaching degree, but English majors are cool. They are. We're quite chilled out people. We're kind of English majors tend to be more nerdy on like the sly. I know it's you, bro. I know it's you. I have a sorry. When you move to a new place, how do you go about making mates? Like go to clubs and shit. What I would do is, if you've got interests in things like sports or whatever, try and join some kind of team or some kind of social club. Just get yourself out there. Like moving to a new place is kind of mad because obviously you can't force making friends because then you look like a massive creepy loser. But personally, for me, yeah, I've never really worried about my social standing out in the real world because I don't really have time to do anything about it anyway. Like most of my friends end up stop inviting me to stuff because I'm just too busy. Yeah, Joe Calzaghe, man. Joe Calzaghe is one of my favorites. How's your gay uncle doing? Is he single respectfully? No, he's married. He's married to a lovely dude named John. One more victory from 5 out of 5. Manchester is red. I don't want to talk about football right now. My teams suck, and I'm sick of them. I'm sick of it. Frankie, is Snowfall the series a good show to watch? I haven't seen it. Is it worth Well, I was about to ask you if it's worth checking out, but obviously you haven't seen it either. I haven't even heard it mentioned in here. But yeah, Travis, you're certainly on a roll, and that guy's gonna finally get to cut his hair, so his career is gonna be over. I bet he's hoping that they lose you in a week. I have a gay uncle, yeah, I do. Yo, what's up, MMA Now? Thanks for coming on the panel on Sunday. It was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. Couldn't really get any clips out of it because of a certain individual, but never mind. Hope you're having a good one, bro, and looking forward to having you on again. I don't know why, but when I used to go clubbing or when I go out now to bars and pubs, I can't speak to anyone without a drink. After a drink, I've got the confidence of a UFC 205 McGregor. There's nothing wrong with that, mate. If you need a little liquid courage to get yourself in the game, then why not? Personally, for me, the social games it's all about like having confidence within yourself. Like I find, Jed, you tend to attract more friends and attract more people into your life if you're comfortable and happy within your own company. And I always have been. Like I literally couldn't give a fuck if I didn't have a single friend. I would make do. But I'm assuming you've got a new job where you are as well, yeah? So I'm assuming you'll make work colleagues and friends and stuff from that. Tell John to kick rocks respectfully. He's a nice bloke. You know, my uncle's like 60, right? I'm 40, a little bit over 40. So I think you're a little bit too young for him. I appreciate the invite. You let me know, I'll be there. I'd love to have you on again, man. It was nice strictly speaking about MMA for 2 hours. We haven't managed to do that in a while. Nowadays, I can't believe the chat. It is a day and night difference, to be honest. It was the worst when I joined. Now look, chat is fine. I think when trolls realized they couldn't really get to me because I have no soul, they just gave up and left. So it's been much better around here. And I've been saying it would be. Is he like Alan Carr gay, or is he a normal guy? Normal gay. He's a normal gay. He's not camp at all. He's very chill. You wouldn't know he's gay. Add 50 pounds to your standards and you'll get laid 500% more. Cheddarhead's tipped, but Cheddarhead, we're not talking about getting women. He's just talking about getting mates. Frankie, love you. No swearing, please. I'm really trying. My left hand is jealous since Valentine's Day is coming. Give the lefty a little workout as well then. What's the best series you've ever watched? That's a loaded question, man, because it's tough. I would say overall the best TV series, beginning to end, is The Wire. I would say. The certain guy was Dana White. You're saying Dana White? Dana White's definitely done some questionable stuff with dudes. Frank, if you'd like to check out one of my streams, I could figure out how to do the thing where only you can watch it. Last night's was pretty fun. You can just send me a link and it should be cool. Bro, I love being lonely. Periods of my life when I locked myself away when I made the most money, I was having months making 40K, then getting a girlfriend and it all goes downhill. You know how I feel about women. Don't even get me started. By the way, if you guys have just joined, please like the stream. It would be very much appreciated. We are snailing our way towards 1.7K, which will do absolutely nothing for me. Absolutely nothing whatsoever, but I want it. Have you tried Mexican food? I have, yeah. I have. I'm a fan of all, well, not all, that's a lie. But I'm a fan of many cuisines from across the world. I'm a man of the universe, mate. Frankie, you could become my nephew, little bro. Then we definitely can't let that happen. There's no way we can let that happen. I need to keep my uncle away from you. Like the stream will be forever gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think I need to upload it unlisted first or whatever. Yeah, 100%. Bro, just keep them up. It's worth. I mean, I know you can see them whenever you want to, but it's worth having like a library of stuff. You know, when I go back and look at my old videos, I cringe as fuck. Just like my new videos. Your views on women remind me of Arthur Skofenauer. I don't even know who that is. But you've got a good judge of character, so I'm assuming that's correct. My boy Frankie, how you doing? Connor Sellers, my Irish brother. You looking forward to the card tonight? Man of the Universe, aka an alien. How you doing, Caravaggio? Frankie, do you agree with the MMA community saying that Holloway versus I don't think there's any good cards yet this year. I don't think there's been a single stacked card in 2026. And there's not many on the horizon. They're going to do exactly what I predicted was going to happen last year. They're saving all the banger fighters, all the big name fighters for the White House card. And it's going to ruin the whole year. I'm a UK Indian, and if my parents didn't come from India, I always say I would be Mexican because we both like pussy, whiskey, and burritos. Shout out to you, bro. Where in the UK are you from, bro? I ain't keeping them up. Fair enough. It's your channel. Just offering some advice. But it's always. But at the very least, I would say, at least go back and have a look at them from time to time. Just have a glance over. Just see what's working and what's not. UFC White House is ruining this whole year. They're clearly gearing up for that. They clearly are. I see. As soon as it became apparent that they were going to do it last year, I was like, watch, they're gonna mess up the whole of 2026. I still think this whole Tapuria thing is a conspiracy that they've kept him back just for that card. I think Holloway would be a good fight for McGregor. I don't think he will win, but I don't think Holloway has the power to KO him. Max Holloway would just duppy him up. East London, shout out to you, man. I'm from the West. Actually, fuck you. I'm from the West. Actually, it's North and South that have more the issue than East and West. So, whereabouts in East London? Read my last comment. Hang on a second, Travis. Let's go back. It's quite a while back. I can't see it. Oh wait, no. Oh no, I read it. I read it already. You talking about the chat, and you're 100% right. You're 100% right. How you doing, Ash? What's good, man? I think most people dog walk Conor McGregor. We talked about this in the last a couple streams ago. I think the only fighter he has a chance of beating at this point. I know he's locked in and he's found Jesus and all that shit, but I don't think it matters. I think I think anybody who's got a name pretty much dog walks him. The only fighter I think he beats is Michael Chandler, and it's not even a good win these days. Nobody cares. I appreciate it. I don't really want to grow the channel much, very honestly. Well, you'll probably have a nice tight community anyway. So, Frankie, have you ever visited Bradford? Yes, it's a shithole. It's an absolute shithole. When I was in university, I used to go about to every university town I could get my hands on, just to sample a little bit of that veg. You know what I'm saying? And Bradford was certainly big Indian community there. I didn't really mind the Indian girls at the time. Come on, bro, we ain't dumb. Somalis, we don't do postcode wars. Just stick to ourselves. Don't do crime and pay our taxes. You're from London, bro. You've got a knife on you right now, don't you? Be honest. Conor McGregor versus Anshaw Jubilee at 175. See, now we're talking. Can do a whole India versus Ireland thing. They can generate some fake beef. I don't give a hell if Conor McGregor comes back. I don't give a toss at this point. Which means you also did the same thing when you were a child. Nah, I was pretty studious. I used to lark around a little bit, but I wasn't into anything criminal. Frankie, you pop a Viagra or two to power through a bad one. I've never used performance enhancers, mate. Never. I've still got lead in the pencil. Conor will never fight in the UFC again. I guarantee he won't. And now that the pay-per-view points have been taken away and he's talking about renegotiating his contract, he's definitely not getting any fights. Name 3 fighters who can beat Islam at welterweight. Ian Gary could, but won't. Michael Morales could, but won't. Shavkat Rakhmonov could, but probably will never fight again. So those are the 3 that I say could. Prates won't be able to, as much as people are high on him. Old Conor is way too stiff and a little footwork. Everything he throws is so telegraphed. He's certainly becoming outdated in terms of his style. It's growing just to find out. I'm going to 89 subs from 54 in like 2 weeks. That's really good. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I don't really encounter many Somalis these days, but I don't live in England anymore. You aren't a true English if you don't want to see Mystic Mac back. Even worse, mate, I'm Irish. And I still don't want to see him back. UFC 205 was McGregor peak and the day his career died. 100%. Kamaru, I give Kamaru an outside chance. I give him like a 10% chance. I just think with his knees, he might struggle. Prime Kamaru, that's like a 60-40 in Islam's favor. I'm rewatching John Jones highlights. Dude was a beast, not a racist dog whistle. John Jones certainly had some phenomenal performances, but he had some close ones that he probably should have lost as well. So John Jones is one of the best fighters of all time. As much as I think the guy's a douchebag, he's one of the best to ever do it, but he's also a cunt. You don't live in England anymore. I do live in England. I live in Cambridgeshire, and I'm looking to get out of here as soon as possible. I'm going to give it 1 more year, and then I'm out of here. Sirloin steak and some braised cabbage. Eating good. Sounds amazing. I had a little bit of steak earlier. And as soon as I get off the stream, I'm going to whip up a nice shepherd's pie and enjoy the card. A chippy sounds nice right about now. I don't eat fried food anymore. You know, your boy's 41. I've got to keep myself healthy. You know, I've been upping the exercise regime. I've been doing a lot more pull-ups, and I've added sit-ups to the repertoire as well. Trying to get the old washboard stomach back before I lose the possibility forever. But no, I'm not really into like anything fried anymore. Frankie, I'm going to In-N-Out Burger. Do you want double? You know it, mate. I've heard In-N-Out Burger is actually all right. What's the best game you've played in the last decade? Persona 5 Royale is my favorite game of all time. But I'm enjoying Claire Obscure, yeah, and I cannot put Schedule 1 down. But what I've realized from playing Schedule 1, yeah, is I would have been a really bad drug dealer. You know, I'm always bringing the nitties back to my house to get a little load up. I'm always leaving my door open while I'm mixing. If I was a real drug dealer, I would have been nicked in about 40 seconds. Rebecca is the prelim go. I'm willing to skip the main card if this dude is in the prelims. I don't know when Rebecca's coming back. I'm thinking to move to Kent because London is fucked with immigration. It's definitely get out of London. Get out of London, mate. London is a shithole. It is. I would never go back to London. Prices are too expensive and it's just not worth it. I moved out to Cambridgeshire. I've got a fucking mansion in front of a lake and I'm living life good. Edward Furlong before the drugs. I'll take it, mate. I will take it. Me and my cousin were same age. When we were 6, we also got pissed from Bacloni and we poured it straight to the street. I was stupid when I was a kid. I'm still stupid now, mate. But it's fight night, Frankie. The only night that calls for a chippy and some cold beers. Nah, I'm too old for it, man. Did you say bringing nitties? We call them nitties in the UK. But it's basically another term for crackhead. You know what? I don't know if you've played Schedule 1, but occasionally a drug dealer comes up to you. Sorry, a little druggie comes up to you and asks you for they're fiending. And I always take them back to the house and sort them out. Do you know what I mean? Would have got robbed immediately if this was real life. England is a huge shithole. Not true. Yes, nitty equals junkie. In fact, I don't think the word nitty really gets used anymore. But Cambridgeshire is a bit dead. Kent's not a bad option. And Kent is very, very close to London. I only moved to Cambridgeshire because I saw this house that is right in front of a lake and I just had to buy it. How you doing, Pip? What's good, man? Driving around town, running errands, listening to your wonderful voice. Thank you for making me so uncomfortable. You've got a new enemy, by the way. His name's Batman. He really wants to be more degenerate than you, and he's very upset. He used to be like the community asshole, and we've explained to him that he cannot top you. Are you from North Dakota? No. I'm from the Republic of Ireland. Ireland got spanked by France in the Six Nations. I didn't watch it. I didn't even know it was on. I don't even care. I don't watch rugby. London sucks, but media read Magtard's Twitter box makes it out to be a war zone. It's not a war zone. Are you named after the great Frankie Edgar? He's named after me, mate. I'm probably older than that cunt. France is a bunch of turncoat muppets. Let's not forget cheese eaters, white flag wavers, and general cowards. You're gay. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. In fact, I'm a massive poonhound, mate. And I've got 3 kids. I wish I was gay. More options, innit? I think Kamaru is better than Hamzat. I think Kamaru won that fight, or at the very least got a draw. Hamzat would be Kamaru would be a nightmare matchup for Hamzat. Because he'll actually make you fight. And we know, mate, when you make Hamzat fight, he gets a bit sleepy. 1, 2, 3. Prove what? Prove that I'm not gay. What, do you want me to bring some pussy out and slam it for you? Maybe on the next stream. YouTube looks down on that kind of stuff. If you thinking I'm gay makes you happy, then by all means, I don't give a shit. The clip you uploaded about eating pussy shows you don't care and upload anything you like. That wasn't one of my proudest moments, I'm going to be honest. But I had a couple people shout out to me and say that they enjoyed it and they were laughing at it. Have you ever heard of chronic maths debater? Oh, you got me! Well done. Hamzat is the only snidey Muslim fighter I like. Comes to fight every time. No, he doesn't. He doesn't come to fight. He comes to teabag, and he's very good at it. There is posters of Frankie in Asia warning women not to get pregnant. I just did the dishes, Frankie, all by myself without ordering a single illegal immigrant to help me. That's progress, bro. Bro, rate Germany out of 10. I really want to go for a job in Berlin. I give Germany a 9, mate. Germany's an amazing country. Frankie isn't gay. He just looks like Zelensky. You can be both, mate. I just came in here and I don't know what the fuck is going on. Flame Reaver, absolutely nothing's going on. We're kind of talking about UFC, but I'm just taking pot shots everywhere I go, mate. It is what it is. Have you got Long John Silvers in the UK? Nah, we haven't. What is that? When I masturbate for the first time at 6, I wasn't aware that it was wrong. I used to do it in front of my family and they beat me so much. Do you know what? You lot are going to laugh at this, yeah. I didn't jerk off for the first time until I was like 17 or 18. This is true. Frankie Yankee Panky. Yeah, but he gets it finished almost all the time except the DDP fight, which is gay, and the Burns fight, which was a war. I mean, that's fair enough. My problem with Hamza is not when he gets in the cage. The problem is getting him into the cage. Have you seen that big ass church in Cologne? I haven't, man. I've only been to France once, and I didn't really enjoy it. Bro, Germany girls are 10 out of 10 or not for sale. Really? German girls will definitely give you a smash. They're always down. I genuinely think I can't beat the shit out of Amanda Nunes. I'm 6'1", 67 kilograms and jacked. If you're not trained, she'd probably beat you, bro. She'd fuck me up. What about Tony Ferguson? I don't like Tony Ferguson. I like him as a fighter, yeah, but I think he's a fucking spastic, mate. Frankie, Long John's is an American abomination of fish and chips. Fuck that shit then. We've got our own abominations around here. The first corn I saw was walking into my brother's room and seeing a girl elbow deep inside a massive whale of a female. And that's where you got the inspiration, yeah? El Kakui's not going to be back into MMA, and I hope he doesn't. I think he's carving out a nice niche, beating up fucking retards in influencer boxing, and I hope he does it and gets that bag. Because as much as I think he's a fucking tool, I like him as a fighter, and he's clearly got mental health issues. So I hope he grabs as many bags as he can. Frankie, who do you reckon is the most underrated footballer of all time? Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Zlatan Ibrahimovic should be in the GOAT conversation as far as I'm concerned. And he never is. People don't take the guy seriously. I mean, real ones know. He is the man, but when I went to Paris, I couldn't believe the amount of black people there. There was no racism, but just shocked. Mate, in Europe, there's black people everywhere now. I used to go to Ireland as a child, and I'd be lucky if I saw one slightly ethnic person. Now it's just full of not only black people, but black people with Irish accents and Indian people with Irish accents. And China, you get the point. Habib is the most underrated footballer. I've seen that guy play soccer in LA. He's amazing. Zlatan was a next level baller. El Kakui will need a wheelchair if he comes back to MMA. He's living his dream. Let him make the bread and misfits. I completely agree with that sentiment. The Tony Ferguson thing has grown on me. I just think he's a spastic, but he does have mental health issues. Thoughts on me being a secret agent? It wouldn't surprise me, Pib, to be honest. There's definitely something going on with you. By the way, boys, like I said, like the stream. It kind of helps. Nothing like waking up and brushing your teeth, then rolling up some California weed with wax and keef rolled on a loose leaf. That sounds amazing, man. I still can't get my hands on weed. I think it's over for me. I look like too much of a narc. Why did Paddy lose to Justin? Because he's not good enough. Plain and simple. I'm not listening to the whole bad game plan thing. I think he knew he couldn't take him down. But I think, like I said, if I'd known it was going to be a 25-minute back and forth on the feet, I would have expected him to get knocked out in the second round. My first job was a cashier for Lloyd's. There was a black African lady that used an Irish passport as ID. I reported her for fraud, but the Irish hand out passports like fucking candy, mate. We had like a special relationship with Nigeria for a while, and so many of those guys have Irish passports. It's crazy. Mr. Piv is Jeffrey Epstein. Wouldn't surprise me as well. He could still. Is that gunshots or fireworks? Somebody setting off fireworks in the middle of fucking February. Is it only in Ireland that grown men have the strong look of nonces? Nah, man. There's plenty of pasty, inbred-looking English dudes that just have the natural nonce about them. Pib, we love you anyway. Read my last comment. Hang on a second, Travis. Asking me to go way back. Oh, I've read that one as well. I think you're missing me responding to your comments, mate, about the masturbation. I read it, bro. Bro, you know about Epstein? Yeah, Stephen. No, I don't think Stephen Hawking was on the lusty things. I just think he went there. I think he just went there. I mean, his dick probably didn't work right. I want to see the fireworks. No, they're shit, mate. There's some backyard fireworks. Sounds like they're kicking down your door, Frankie. Pork Chop, you legend. How you doing, bro? Subscribe to Pork Chop. We want to get him live streaming as soon as possible. Jack McBean. It's a jihad taking out his anger. Maybe. There's not that many of those. Did you suffer from electric shock? Your hairs are crazy. No, I didn't. This is the only way I can make it look like I've still got a full head of hair. I'm old, mate. I'm clinging on for dear life. I'm already penciling in a Turkey trip for the next couple years. I'm gonna have to find some time off work, get it done. Do you happen to have a father that was a bricklayer? Nah, he was a murderer and a drunk. Like literally. My dad was literally a murderer. And he was in the IRA, but I'm not counting those murders. Who the fuck if Stephen Hawking went there? He can't do shit. Mate, the guy was confined to a wheelchair. Let's leave him. Hello, miss. You look like Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle. This is not the first time I've heard that. How you doing, King? If his dick is working, he is lucky. Let him play. It wasn't all your underage girls there. There were some, 19, 20-year-old Russian models. Let him have his fun. What the fuck? UFC doesn't start for another hour. I know I'm clinging on for dear life. Bro, your XP level is 41, but you have no grey hair. I've got 1 or 2 coming through. How you doing, Ishmael? What's good, man? I haven't seen you for a while. How are you? Yeah, but my dad literally committed murders on the streets. I've never talked about this. Basically, it's a mad one, yeah, because obviously my dad's dead now, yeah, so I can say this. But he wrote some memoirs, and it's the only thing that he left me. And I started reading through them, and within the first chapter, he's attacked a guy with a hammer. So I was like, God damn. I like you. Can you teach me how to flirt like a gypsy, please? If you want to flirt like a gypsy, watch Snatch. That will help you. Good to have you back, Gwen. Wait, there's UFC this weekend. I know, man. I know. Nobody gives a shit. This card is not stacked. When AI will do sex, I think they're already doing it. 1 more hour to go, and I'm already day drinking. Let's cook up some parlays. The parlays are kind of scary for me today. I've gone with all overwhelming favorites, and I've decided, I've got a new approach to gambling this year. Yeah, I'm doing big stakes, shallow odds, rather than doing low stakes and big odds and going for underdogs. How do you feel after Paddy said Scousers don't get knocked out? I feel the same as I feel the same as before the fight. I don't really like Paddy Pimblett. Do you know the area Beckton? No. We've got loads of shitty little English towns, though. Too many, in fact. Let's keep it safe with a tasty 3-leg. I've got 4 on, so I might as well just. Do you know what? I'm not going to reveal them because every time I do, they fuck up. I'll show you in tomorrow's stream. How about that? Hamzat versus Frankie in the White House. We all need this fight, 100%, bro. I would run around for 10 minutes and then push him over. Let's cook up some spirits. What kind of spirits you thinking, Pib? Frankie, heads or tails? I'm always. Oh, I'm gonna go heads. I'm gonna go heads, bro. I'm not a tails never fails guy. Heads. Your boy likes head. But see, the thing is, UFC's got me in a headlock anyway. I'm not excited for it, but I will watch it. John versus Alex makes sense. John Jones now apparently has a broken leg, so he's going to be out for the next 9 months. So he's not going to be at the White House. So we've got to get Alex Pereira into another fight. I think we throw Alex Pereira up into heavyweight anyway and just see what it do. Because there's no one left for him to fight at light heavyweight that I give a shit about. What do you think about Hamzat versus Pereira at the White House? I don't really want Hamzat holding up another division, to be honest. He needs to fight at middleweight. There are plenty of viable middleweight contenders. Well, some that might do all right. All right, I'm putting $100 on heads for tomorrow's game. Fine. So Beckton is an area in East London, And in the shopping park, about 80 gypsies have come and taken over the car park with caravans. Shout out to gypsies, man. Gypsies are like a plague. In London, you have to sleep with bacon wrapped around your neck to stay safe. Wow. Alex smokes Hamzat. He absolutely smokes Hamzat. I didn't really want to entertain who would win the fight because I don't think it should ever happen. Hamzat needs to fight in his own division. But if it did happen, Alex would literally murder him. Hamzat is fighting once again this year. I told you, man. This is why I didn't want him as champion. I told you. I don't think people with 30 kills weight should have an opinion on an MMA fighter. You think I weigh 30 kilograms? I weigh double that at least, mate, which is also not a lot. Who can beat Hamzat in middleweight? Nobody, I'm going to be honest. I give Fluffy like an outside chance just because of the cardio. He'll make him fight. I give Imavov an outside chance as well, but nah. Dricus beats everyone else at middleweight, and look what Hamzat did to Dricus. Gaethje is going to smoke Ilya at the White House. I don't care about stats or logic. Evidently not. Make Duplessis the permanent interim champion. I love that idea. You said wow like Owen Wilson when I said the bacon wrapped comment. It was totally not deliberate, bro. I love Owen Wilson, and I love his nose. That sounded wrong. We're kindred like bent nose brothers. Who you got in the Basharat fight? I think Gene Matsumoto is a live dog. Basharat should win because he's the slightly better Basharat. But Gene Silver's or Gene Matsumoto's all right, man. You're FS2. You aren't funny. I'm not trying to be funny. Who the fuck is FS2? Oh, user FS2. I thought you were moving to me. FS2 is funny, man. That bacon joke was funny, but I've seen videos of women really walking around with pigs now. Really? How you doing, B7? What's good, man? This card is so good. I'm hammering my clip like a speed bag. I guess anything will get you off then. Guess what? I'm sick. I told you, man. Every time you come in here, you're talking about being sick. I told you. Maybe I've jinxed you. Imavov has the eye poke game years ahead. He'll rule that division. I think Imavov has a chance, but I don't think Hamzat is too keen to fight him. I don't think he's too keen to fight anyone. In the Granite 617, if you guys want to subscribe to an amazing YouTuber, subscribe to In the Granite 617. Great guy, great channel. Give the guy a shot. He's awesome. Shout out to you, In the Granite. I've got to have you on the panel, maybe tomorrow. I mean, not only neck. What? 1.1 billion a year, and we're back in the apex. And it's not like we're having cards every week. It's a disgrace, mate. Whole body. What do you mean? Mate, can you come up with some salient English? I'm trying to respond to you, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I have to agree, User's bacon joke was good. It was excellent. User is funny, man. I've enjoyed having him in here. And I love that he's misspelled the Quran as well. Perfect. Bautista versus Oliveira is our Super Bowl. Sad, isn't it? Sub up to Nizzo. I'm telling you, boys, Mario is a lock. I think Mario Bautista is going to win as well. I don't think Vinicius Oliveira is that good. I think he's going to struggle a little bit, if I'm being real. All he's got is a bit of power in his hands. I think Mario Bautista is going to grind him out. Have you seen any Usman fight? He can compete in the lightweight. I think he can. I think he would be lightweight champion, as long as Ilya fucks off, because he ain't beating Ilya. But Usman is good. I think he's the best rounded Nurmagomedov. The problem is, he's a fucking cheater. He's a cheater inside the cage and outside the cage. Did you read my messages? Yeah, I heard you're sick again. I told you, man. You're the resident sick note. We've got to get a GoFundMe for you, bro. You've been sick since you started coming in here. I'm here all night, boys. We appreciate you. Frankie, you have a wide sense of humor. I just got no filter. I've got no filter whatsoever. But I enjoy a little bit of banter. As long as it's not in like poor taste, I'm all for it. You know? That's the one thing you can guarantee from these kind of streams. You'll just get unfiltered nonsense. How you doing, Adolf? Welcome back, man. Adolf loved you. Welcome back, bro. It's been a while since I've seen you as well. Western Mass 2. Why does Skate not like you, kid? I think Skate does like Western Mass Climber. I lived in the same town as Mario when we were in 3rd grade, and I can tell you the wrestling program in Winnemucca is top tier. Mario Bautista is very good. He got a lot of shit for that Jose Aldo fight, but to be honest, I blame Jose Aldo for that. If you can't get off the fence, it's your problem, mate. I finally found a good MMA channel that can handle my banter. I don't usually comment on lives. Mate, you're welcome here anytime. If you can't fit in here, then you can't fit in anywhere. I have the immune system of Armin. You've got the immune system of Hamzat, mate. Armin's all right. He just tweaks his back simping out for females every now and then. I think Frankie needs 12 to 14 hours of sleep. Your eyes said that. I am not. I do have black underneath my eyelids. It's because I work so hard, mate. UFC is boring now, mate. Yes, it is. We haven't had one good card this year, and there's no good cards on the horizon. There's a couple of decent fights coming up. Granted, I appreciate that, man. It's a crime that I haven't had you on a panel sooner. It genuinely is. I need to get you on socials and hook something up. UFC is still the highest level in MMA. It isn't really, though, is it? Oh, I don't know. There's a debate for that. Granite, take it easy, brother. Dana is not interested anymore. No more promotion. Nah, he's trying to do his Zuffa boxing stuff, which is never going to take off because he doesn't know what he's doing. Sarukian can be Ilya any chance? No, he can't. Sarukian will get chinned just like everyone else. Ilya Superior is the most well-rounded MMA fighter right now, hands down. I think he doesn't want to fight Sarukian because he doesn't like him. He doesn't want to give him the chance. I purely think that, and the UFC's behind him 100%. Frankie playing the joystick all night isn't work. Man, you know what? I wish that was the case, man. I retired for 2 years and I missed it. I missed working. I just used to wake up wake up whenever I wanted. Would just take my son to school, fuck around all day. It was amazing. I should have really got the YouTube game going properly then. Because I made a couple of decent videos. Like if you go back and watch like my compilation videos, some of them were good. Betting my kidneys on Gaethje. Nobody's going to want those kidneys, mate. Nothing sugar-coated, nothing scripted. Never in this channel, mate. Never. The Vegas Strip on a Friday night is peak MMA nowadays. I went to Vegas. I was a little bit disappointed, but I did go with my wife, so that might be where I fucked up. She tried to take everything, Gaethje. Now that Ilya's back, things are about to get real nasty. He's gonna put Gaethje in a box. Petr Yan is the most well-rounded fighter. I would have him in the top 5. My issue with Petr Yan is he doesn't have a good ground game. Petr Yan doesn't really have very good submissions. And he's a decent wrestler, but he's not top tier. But Petr Yan has, I think overall, probably top 5. I can agree with that. He's not better than Ilya on the ground. He's not better than Ilya in wrestling. And the standing, I'd say they're comparable. Ilya's setups are nasty. His hands are nasty. I will in about an hour on my way home. It's probably just a joke. What do you know about the young Scottish? Very good. Very good. Is it just going to be you getting me to say dumb shit all night? Because I'm here for it. I need to clip up every time I fuck up. Which is basically the entire stream. Talk soon, Frankie. Take it easy, Granite Man. I'm thinking I might do a panel tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure, but add me on Twitter. It's @BadMMAMath and we'll sort something out. Because I'm trying to vary up the panels, man. Trying to get different people in. Like, for example, I really love Giuliano, but fuck me, he fucks up every live stream with his mic and his interrupting. It's fun when you're doing it, but then when you go back to clip it, it's like, oh, interrupted again. Oh, his microphone's fucking crackling again. Can't use that. It's annoying. Ilya is a good fighter, though, but he needs to stop copying Tapper and chasing Islam will ruin his career. Ilya's sole focus now is getting one defense at lightweight and then going up and trying to take welterweight. You might as well go for it. Because if he does it, yo, Albazi got a new coach and I think he will win. Albazi is shit, mate. I think Horiguchi is looking nasty since he came back. I think shout out to thanks for the like, man. I appreciate it. Keep liking the video. I appreciate that, guys. Al Bazzi is terrible. He got mugged by Kai Kara France and shouldn't be ranked as highly as he is. He's shit. I think he's gonna get beaten up tonight, quite badly, quite comfortably. Get me on the panel. I'm gonna fuck it up long dick style. I need to do. See, I mostly do panels for like fellow creators, but I should start doing more open panels. The problem is people come in and just start doing stupid shit, like trying to get their dicks out on camera. And if I'm gonna get kicked off YouTube, I want it to be worth it. You need to clip up every time you slip up, you knock. Saibao, we will see after the fight. No, I've got. I mean, all right. I'm maybe overstating how bad Al Bazzi is. But where's he better than Horiguchi? Realistically, where do you see Al Bazzi winning this fight? Because in the stand up, he's gonna get pieced up. Like Horiguchi is so experienced as well. He obviously had a good UFC run back in the day. Did really well in Bellator. He's had his rise in time as well. He's a very, very experienced fighter, and he fights regularly as well. I think he wins it by decision, but I think it's going to be one of those comfortable ones. But judging how he got a robbery, that one of the worst robberies in UFC history against Kai Kara France, can we judge that? I'm limiting myself to $250 this card. We're going big or we're going home drunk. Shout out to you, man. I've gone for 50 this weekend. 50 to make 200. We'll see how it goes. You got to be a special type of cunt to get your knob out on stream, mate. You'd be amazed. You'd be amazed. But it's my fault. Yeah, I did kind of like cultivate a very poor community. Yeah, Al Bazzi's still in the UFC. I think he's had 2 losses in a row. He looked horrible against Moreno, but Moreno's a very good fighter. So yeah, I think Horiguchi's going to beat him up. How is Nico Price in the UFC? It's a sympathy one because he's got about 60 kids, mate. With the same woman, her pussy must be elastic. But the thing is of Nico Price here, he's not very good, yeah, and he does lose a lot of fights, yeah. But in fairness to him, he comes in and bangs. So you kind of need guys like that around. You know, vets that you can depend on, that you can throw in there. They've got a little bit of name value. 3-0 to the Arsenal. I know, and Newcastle lost again today in another embarrassing performance. I'm just sick of it, mate. Title's over. Title's over because Man City aren't going to win at Anfield. They'll probably get a draw at best. They might even lose, and then it's over. Man United are looking fantastic, though. Nico Price is winning. He has too many kids to fight for. But how many times have we said that? And then he's gone out there and just laid an egg. But Varetnikov is... I've got Varetnikov on my parlay, but I'm worried about it. Because his last performance was not great. And Nico Price will stay in there. Yeah, Moreno is a good Mexican. I mean, the Moreno fight against Tyra showed why I was so high on Tyra for so many years. To do that to Moreno was so impressive. I think Moreno's amazing. Tough as nails, entertaining scraps every time. But he is a bit of a Lego nonce, you know. But no, I don't. Nico Price could be a live dog, 100%, because that fight's a lot closer than the odds are suggesting. You need people like Neil Magny, Nico Price, and Darren the Disappointment Till to build your new and up and coming fighters. I completely agree. Neil Magny actually deserves his spot in the UFC. Take it easy, Ash. Nico laid down for Robbie Lawler 1,000,000%, and they guaranteed him will give you 3 more fights. He definitely laid down for that. Definitely. That was the most staged fight I've ever seen. So you've nailed it on that shotty. That was completely fucking staged. Guys, once again, if you're new in here or if you've just appeared in here, please like the stream. I'd really appreciate it. It's 3 a.m. Have a great sleep, bro. Shout out to you. Hope you have a good one. We're about 45 minutes away from the card kicking off. I'm going to try and hang around until then, but we'll see. Because I want to have a nice transition into Dougie's corner. Because we know how much I love Dougie. I love old Doug. I'm having diarrhea. John, you need to go and see a doctor, mate. Because every time you come in here, you are sick in some way or shape or form. And it seems to be stomach related most of the time. Get yourself checked, mate. Or maybe it's a dietary problem. Thoughts on Valentine's Day? I don't really care for it. Dos Anjos is not a bad shout, you know. He hasn't fought in ages as well. That's a potentially winnable. That's a 50-50 fight right there. And I think a rested Connor, like a Connor that goes in there focused, could beat him. This is actually not an atrocious Apex card like usual. It has the potential to have some bangers in there for sure, but it doesn't have name value. The thing for me about cards here is if you don't have name value, I need potential storylines out of it, and there's no storylines out of this one. Unless Vinicius Oliveira absolutely cleans Mario Bautista's clock out, then we might have another contender. But if we just get another Mario Bautista win, yeah, I don't care for Valentine's Day at all. I've never given a Valentine's Day card. I've never taken a woman out on Valentine's Day. I just get the old Valentine's Day ball juggling, if you know what I'm saying. Mate, fire Hunter Campbell and make me a matchmaker. You would definitely do a better job. And I've got no idea what your matchmaking skills are like, but you can't do worse than these cunts are. I got one really bad stomach infection, and from then onwards, I've had it almost every weekend. You might just need a detox, you know. Those things are hard to get rid of. Connor fucks up RDJ at this point. You're probably right, you know. You're probably right. And it is a grudge match. They hate each other. Why is it called the Meta Apex now? I guess they're doing any. What you'll notice here about these Paramount cards is they are literally maximizing everything out of the advertisements. Everything. Hunter Campbell is behind everything. He was wearing a Dana White mask. I don't think Dana White makes the final decisions about anything now. I think he's part of the decision-making process, but that's it. And he's the face. Valentine's Day is to troll the gooners. If you're on Valentine's Day and you're alone, yeah, and it makes you feel extra sad because it's Valentine's Day, you're a fucking idiot. It shouldn't, like, if you're alone, then you're alone. Valentine's Day shouldn't change that. I've tried that countless times. Have you seen a doctor? What came out in court? Oh, the Hunter Campbell thing. I mean, would it be that surprising? Dana is just a puppet. I think so. Dana's on the meta time for Zuckerberg, so he renamed it. They definitely got a nice little payout. I mean, the UFC is printing money at this point. They've got enough hardcore fans to keep things ticking over, and they're getting new fans every week. They don't have to try anymore. And Dana admitted he hasn't done any matchmaking. No, he didn't say he hasn't made any matchmaking. He said he hasn't been involved in any contracts for years. Like he hasn't sat down with anyone and renegotiated a contract, which I personally believe. I haven't seen the Epstein files, but I have seen some funny names linked to it. Some disappointing names. I'll put it that way. I mean, I'm not that deep on the Epstein files. I mean, obviously, I know that it's disgusting what the guy did, but not being in America, we've got our own pedos to worry about. You know what I mean? Frankie's gonna stuff his banger in some Chinese mash on Valentine's Day. He ain't worried about it. You damn right, bro. Dana's metaverse is power slap. He just cares about Z for boxing now, and the whole model is wrong. Frankie, the woman on the first fight is kind of attractive. There's a woman fighting first. God damn. I drink 12 lattes a day and have stomach issues. I'm only 28 and I have a few days ago I realized it's because I'm lactose intolerant. That must suck. No, Joe Rogan isn't in the files. He definitely didn't go out. There. But Joe Rogan is definitely a dick slinger though. Yeah, I've literally cut down on the coffee drinking completely. I'm not on it anymore. Do you think he was actually eating humans? Yeah, I do. It could be wrong, but I read somewhere Trump was giving blowjobs in the files. I mean, he looks like the type, doesn't he? Little orange cunt. I heard he gave Bill Clinton a blowjob. But how does that conversation come about? Like, how does that situation go down? Frankie, you should stream on Valentine's Day though, so we can shit on it. It is on a Saturday, so I probably will stream. Do you think GTA 6 will come out this year? Touch and go. I know that it's earmarked for November. I reckon it will get pushed back again. But they really want those Christmas sales. I mean, the game's going to sell anyway, but imagine the push it will get just before then. I'm going to say right now, I'm going to say 50-50. I know it's fence sitting, but my heart tells me that it will, but I don't know. Giuliano Argent is 100% in the files. He wishes he was in the files. He wishes he had that kind of clout. If he was in the files, he would have been talking about it already. Confirmed Mossad. Jew Epstein was into transitioning kids. Who would have thought? I heard he was genetically engineering kids so that he could nonce them further on down the line as well. I mean, the thing is, yeah, I think the Epstein files, when they're all collaborated, yeah, are going to be so crazy, yeah, that nothing's going to get done about it. Because there's going to be so many wild things that are going on. It's going to be difficult to know what to believe or not. It makes sense if Diddy went to the island. Were any black people invited to the island? I don't think. No, he was 1,000%. He was working with He was working with them. That's already been known. Epstein's main commodity was information and blackmailing. And Diddy had his own island. It was LA. Did you watch the new Fable game? Right hand, the new Fable game looks amazing. But I'm going to tell you something, yeah, that's going to disgust you. Because obviously you know that I'm an avid gamer. I didn't play the original Fable. And I've heard it's a banger. Jay-Z's up next. Jay-Z's going to be the next Diddy. People have been talking about Jay-Z for years. Diddy will come out and Jay-Z will go in. Jay-Z's a known pedophile. He's known. Have you ever seen Aliens? Aliens is a great movie. Are you going to say I look like Alien? Is that where this is going? How you doing, bro? Poor Elon never got invited. Apparently he got invited. And then he said he couldn't make it. And then he tried to invite himself and then couldn't make it. Fable 1 and 2, I've heard they're good games. Haven't seen you in forever, Ricky. How you doing, man? How's the personal trainer game? I've upped the levels recently. I've been getting into better and better shape. Thoughts on Prince Andrew? Nonce, innit? I mean, I'm an Irishman, man. I'm not surprised that an aristocratic British talentless idiot is knee deep in child pussy. I'm not surprised. Frankie looks like young Sheldon. Oh, that hurts. I fucking hate that show. New Fable game looks more interesting than GTA 6. Raihan, it does look good, yeah, but when it comes to AAA titles now, man, I'm very skeptical. At what age did you slow down with the grind of making money? I'm trying to retire at 35. I'm 28 at the moment and killing as a commercial and ground up development financer. Yeah, I would say I reached financial security by the time I was like 34 or 35. But I didn't, it wasn't really a big thing for me. I kind of fell into money by accident, just grinding and letting the right people invest for me in the right things. Have a good day. Take care, bro. Thank you for turning up. I really appreciate you. I don't think I'm not old enough to be a boomer. Boomers were born in the 60s, weren't they? Not to defend any crime, but how many people would have said yes to instant? The thing is, yeah, I think it's got to the point here where people saying that they were interested in going to a party, we don't know if they know what was going on down there. As far as they were aware, they were probably just a haram of women there and drugs. And most people would say yes to that. I don't think he was outwardly advertising the noncery to everyone, but I don't know. Don't you ever call Frankie a Ukrainian? There's worse things to be called. But no, I think most people would have gone along to the island, especially if they didn't know what the full get down was. Of course they would. How many of us are not down to party? None of us. But I'd like to think that most of us aren't into noncery. My grind will only start at 24. Any thoughts? Depends what kind of person you are. I'm not very money motivated. I'm not. But I guess it's easy to say that now that I'm doing all right. Don't have money as the central focus of your life. I've said this in the channel many times before. For me, it's not that important. Just make sure you're doing something that you love. You're a slightly elder millennial, I think. You're probably right, Marcus. I was born in the 80s, so I think that's fair. I'm in that weird zone. Frankie ain't beating the Zelensky allegations anytime soon. I'm not. But yeah, Mr. Freaky, you do you, man. Two wings of the same bird. Yeah, this is not a political channel. Occasionally, if something comes up, I will talk about it, but I think most of it was also just consensual prostitution, 100%. The very dark stuff, like you said, I bet it was super exclusive, hidden, and targeted. Bubba, 100%. We're talking, because the thing is, when you're a billionaire, and these billionaires get access to doing so many things, eventually boredom kicks in and you want to keep pushing the envelope. And I reckon there was a very exclusive club that used to get into the cannibalism and the noncery and all that kind of stuff. But I reckon for most of them, it was just some some wealthy losers who didn't really know how to get pussy, just wanted a facilitation thing going on, wanted access to like ridiculously attractive women, but didn't want to do anything about it and just naively got involved. But they're not going to be willing to admit that. And now they're caught up in the whole thing. If I was Bill Gates and that, I'd be like, do you know what? I went to party. He had some attractive women there. I wanted to get my dick sucked. Get off my back. I'm not very good at talking to women. That's what he should have just said. Just ended it. Along with a lot of these guys, and just said, look, I don't know anything about no underage, nothing. Believe me if you want. I don't give a fuck. I'm rich, bitch. Some of my mates say I'm too hungry because I work Monday to Sunday, 7 a.m. to about midnight, even though I'm doing admin. The reason why I am is so I can secure my whole family's future. That's a fantastic reason, bro. Wanting to have money to be comfortable, I think, is not an issue at all. It's when you want to have money for a certain kind of lifestyle that's different. Do you Blyats like Lutsenko have their own island? Not sure what that sentence means, mate. 99% of people can agree Chomo shouldn't be allowed oxygen. Completely agree. For me, people who are involved in child trafficking and child porn and pedophilia in general are the worst of the worst. The worst of the worst. Don't these rich billionaire Jews eat babies for immortality? I've heard about this, man. It's like that. What was it? That Nambla episode that South Park did is apparently like a play on that. How like eating children and having sex with underage people keeps you young. I bet Bill Gates likes it in the ass. That's why he doesn't say shit. Bill Gates is definitely a weirdo. But he just comes across to me as like a nerdy guy who can't get pussy. At the end of the day, we all like getting our dick sucked. Whether we're gay, straight, fucking whatever. We all like getting those balls tingled, you know what I mean? Pat Barry was on Epstein Island, so I heard. Yeah, the Pat Barry's never going to get away from those allegations. Grooming and nonsense and then marry it is next level. I want money to just buy a lot of cars. Fair enough. I mean, whatever your motivation is fine. I'm not one to judge. I mean, I spend my money on complete bullshit. We all understand why Frankie goes to Thailand. Whoa. Cheddarhead, it hurts when it comes from you, you know. Glad the card starts at 10 p.m. tonight. Half decent time for us in the UK. I completely agree, Luke. I've noticed the cards are coming on an hour earlier as well, which kind of helps. South Park doesn't leave anyone alone. Goated show, in my opinion, of all time. If I was able to suck myself, I wouldn't talk to women. Fair enough, Bubba. I'm proud of you for admitting that. I really am. Shout out to you. Cheddar, say it's for pad Thai and not for Thai guys. Thank you. Please say that, Cheddarhead. I need that tonight. Do you think any action will be taken about any people in the files? No, I don't. I think they'll all resign from their positions and stuff, and nothing long-standing will happen. I do think some people will get fucked, but it will be the people that they don't want in the circle anymore, and that's it. Some people are definitely going to have to fall for this. But what are they going to do to Trump? He's not going to get impeached. He can't go for re-election again. Elon Musk, his reputation's damaged, but nothing much else. Who are they going to go for? I think like Mandelson in the UK is going to get well and truly boned over. But is sucking yourself LGBTQT? I'm not sure, man. Well, definitely, it's a dick in the mouth. It might be your dick, but it's still a dick in the mouth. Pat Barry didn't need an island. His gym was enough. True stories. Factual stories right there. You could not be more right. User, it definitely is. I'm actually ashamed for myself that I paused to think about that for a second. Epstein stars are fucked, but I genuinely think it's so convoluted at this point, and there's so many people involved. They're only going to target the ones who they want out. That's it. Frankie, do you think I should move to the UK once I qualify as a doctor? Absolutely not, mate. Go to the Middle East and make that money. Are you saying sucking yourself is a juicy activity? I'm not sure what that emoji means. But no, Mr. Freaky, you definitely shouldn't. The GOAT Putin is in fact not on the files. Putin was one of Putin's handlers was probably supplying the girls, mate. Putin's definitely a shady little motherfucker, but fair play to him. Yeah, it's a dick in your mouth, but have you kissed a girl after she's blown you? You kiss girls? It's fucking... Now that's gay, bro. A lot to think about, because we all kissed a girl during sex while she's sucking and that's completely different from having an actual dick in your mouth. There's the taste of a dick and an actual dick. It's completely different ballpark, mate. Frankie, you're not up to date with the Jews' jokes. I'm not, man. Putin is a G. But no, I don't really kiss females like that. I don't... You've really blown my mind with that. You sound like a real lover boy with all that stuff, man. I mean, I get my dick sucked, obviously, and I smash away, but kissing? Ugh. You've blown my mind with that. It's bizarre. Yeah. I'd pay money to see a UFC card of all presidents. Putin is a double champ. Putin is a midget. I genuinely think Donald Trump would beat him up, which is saying something, because Donald Trump looks soft. Putin is a fake. He is a fake tough guy. He's like 5'4". 25 minutes to early prelims. Eagle, let's go. I'm so excited. I'm not. I don't care. I'm going to watch it, though. You're right. Taste of your dick and having a dick in your mouth is different. Of course. You don't kiss your wife during sex, bro. No. No. God, no. No. God, no. There's definitely an African president out there who will snap Putin in half, 100%. I reckon Keir Starmer would fuck Putin up as well. You're insane, Frankie. Putin is a master of sports, but he's a midget. He's a fake tough guy. I think they just gave him those black belts. Now, to be fair, you're right. I remember Putin doing, like, he's got a good hip toss. So you're implying Putin was taller than you? How dare you? I would mog Putin. Frankie, do you ride a bike? You mean a literal bike? I.e. arse. Someone's gonna clip that. They have to. I'm not really into arse play. I have kicked in the back door a few times, but only when it's been requested. I don't demand it. Do you know what I mean? Putin was KGB, but he's old. That's true. Yeah, I guess Putin just gives that little dick energy. I don't, like riding the horses shirtless and all that kind of stuff. I just get intense insecurity from him. But you're right, he is actually trained. So he probably fuck up. He fuck up most white world leaders. Name a white world leader that Putin couldn't fuck up. Putin is also ill. Yeah, I've heard he's on his way out. But he's definitely got some clones on the go. Frankie, you're gonna love what I found. Batman, you missed Pib. He was here earlier. I told Pib that you're coming for the title. So he's on high alert. He's been extra disgusting in this stream. He's a UFC fighter. Who did you find, Batman? I like the new PFP, by the way, bro. Shout out to you. Not into arse play. John Jones would break your lil redacted. How you doing, Leandro? It's good, man. Well, yeah, John Jones could definitely do horrible things to me if we were locked in a room. I'm not going to lie. By the way, I discussed my haram behavior of sucking milk out of a tit that wasn't my baby mama. My mate said I was wrong. My excuse was she was fucking and sucking. I don't kiss girls that aren't my spouse. I mean, fair enough. That's a good philosophy. I'm going to give you his name. Give me a sec. I'm on the edge of my seat. So I had to suck a titty. The milk was a surprise. I mean, I think that's a victimless crime there, mate. We've all had a little bit of titty milk. Let's not pretend. Or real ones have. In the next 10 years, all these boomer politicians will be gone and replaced with what? Israel or Palestine? I've got to go with Palestine, man. I've got to. I'm not a big fan of either, though. If I'm being real, I don't care. Mario Bautista might torch Vinicius early. I don't think he will. I just think he'll give him a sustained beating, and then probably I can see him finishing him later on in the fight. Oliveira is a bit sloppy. How you doing, Macho? Good to see you as always, brother. I guarantee the Russians have their own list of vile shit. It's cold out there, man. You got to keep yourself warm somehow. I ain't judging anyone apart from nonsense. That's it. But yeah, a lot of people are saying Oliveira's a live dog in this one. I don't know. Batista's very good, as much as people like to hate on the guy. I think he's very, very good. I did a really bad French accent last stream. I felt like it was time for a bad Indian one. I didn't want to stream this. I didn't want to stream today because my lip is still kind of messed up. I'm vain like that. What are you going to do once you retire? I'm going to go and live in Southeast Asia and open a bar of some kind and just drink myself to death. That's the plan. Maybe get more on my seat out there. We'll see. But that's the plan. I've already got enough properties to make rent payments off for the rest of my life, so I don't even know why I'm working. Gets me out of the house, I guess. Oliveira and Conor is a fun... Nah, Oliveira would kill Conor McGregor. So in that case, yes, it is fun. Conor might not win. Conor would lose in the first round. Did you get beat up? Nah, man, I got a cold sore. I get one every couple years. And I just didn't get it in time. Do a good Scouser accent. Where's me brekkie? That's like a really deep Scouser accent. Where's me brekkie? For some reason, that's always the expression that I think of. No, I didn't get beat up this week. No strays. How you doing? How you doing, Ash? What's good, man? Hope you're well. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We are basically playing a waiting game now until 15 minutes from now when the UFC card starts. And I'm going to watch it out of the corner of my eye while eating shepherd's pie and playing Schedule 1. Gaz Ninja. Fucking hell. Gaz Ninja. Talking about OGs. Gaz Ninja is in the building. Move to South Africa. £50,000 will get you a decent middle-class house. But I'd be getting robbed constantly. George St. Pierre is the UFC fighter's name. All of that for that. You are a cunt. You've just claimed top spot again for wasting my fucking time. Shout out to you though, Batman, man. Hope you're having a good day. But Gaz Ninja, good to have you back, man. You're always a pleasure to have around these parts. Oh, what is a shepherd's pie? It's basically minced lamb with carrots and peas and shit. Mashed potato on top. And then baked. It's fucking fantastic. If you haven't had it, you need to hit it up. It's everything you need in one tasty little package. Are you doing a fight companion? I'm not, man. I can't be asked. Chris Benoit versus Benoit Saint Denis. Great question. Chris Benoit definitely wins. He's a murderer. Of course he wins. I got 2 weeks in Bangkok booked. When is it, Gaz? When is it? I got to know where to go, like living in a secure estate. I would not go to South Africa. You'd definitely be getting your ass robbed, mate. Alan, you know I'm a Swiss Aladdin. You missed my previous... No, Oliveira versus Makhachev. What did you say about Oliveira and Makhachev? Oliveira... No, you said Oliveira and Conor is a fun fight. Oliveira would kill Conor McGregor. So let's do it. Shepherd's Pie is another British disappointment. How dare you? End of March. Guys, we might be able to meet up, because I'm gonna be in Manila at the end of March, but it's like a 2-hour flight. Hit me up on Twitter. We can go to a ping pong show and film it for the boys. Secret filming, obviously. Get some hidden cameras up in that bitch. Epstein mentioned John Jones as his favorite fighter, by the way. Of course he is. George St. Pierre is the UFC fighter's name, Frankie. You gotta search him up. Fuck you, bro. I love George St. Pierre. Boring ass fucker though, and a weirdo. But I love GSP. He's one of the greatest to ever do it. Shepherd's Pie is definitely not a British disappointment. That is a really scummy thing to say. You've actually hurt my feelings. Next thing you're going to be saying, talking shit about the English breakfast as well. I mean, nothing you can say would make us fall out because I love you, bro. But goddamn, I'll be going to Manila in April. So basically, I'm going to be in Manila from like the 23rd of March until like the 7th of April. I wish you'd done it the other way around. You should have done Manila first. Manila's like the gateway, Southeast Asia. But you're going to have so much fun in Bangkok. If I can get over there, I will. Even if it's just for a couple days. Yeah. I don't find British food that bad. Like the full English breakfast and spud potatoes. English roasts as well. I've only booked a one-way flight. Now that's what a goat does. Be careful though, yeah? Because I think you can have like they might ask you for a return flight when you go in there. They might. Because they only have 30-day visas, although I think they have been extended to 60 days now. But honestly, bro, I will be amazed, yeah, if you ever come back. I just came back from Phuket. It was okay. Bangkok is another level. Phuket is more civilized. Phuket is basically for the guys who aren't ready. It's all right, Frankie. I was testing your faith. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I was about to cry there. Gay shit, but hear me out. I only went to Phuket for a couple days and I went straight back to Bangkok because it just wasn't wild enough for me. And when his opponent has kissed, their entire focus is lost and they'll keep wondering why they're kissed. What? You are definitely on something right now. I'll be in Manila from the 3rd, 4th. Do you know what? Yeah, I think I'll just come over to Bangkok and come and check you there. I guarantee you guys, you're not going to want to leave. You might even cry. You might even want to cry on the way back to the airport. The amount of times I've been in, yeah, and you can get a direct flight to Bangkok as well, which is much easier. The amount of times I've been getting a flight back from Bangkok and I've just been bummed. Not bummed literally, just bummed out. Is Thailand Muslim friendly in terms of food? You can definitely get some restaurants that would be all right. But they're probably just telling you that it's blessed, which is probably enough, right? Fuck it, bad MMA math community tour in Bangkok. Just of course, no LGBTQ everything. That goes without saying. Frankie, you should open a mushy pea and beans food truck in Thailand. You just keep hurting my feelings, man. How you doing, the MMA Unc? What's good, man? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to your channels. You've got a channel as well, right? I swear you do. Shout out to the MMA Unc. Subscribe to his channel if he's got one. I wish Switzerland was white again. It's not white now. Is it haram for Makachev to fight that crossdresser dude? No. It's the opposite of a haram. Which crossdresser dude? Yeah, I got a one-stop flight. Amsterdam, then on to BKK. That's a nice layover. Because Bangkok will be 2 hours. Sorry, Amsterdam will be 2 hours and you'll be straight there. Less than 2 hours. A lot of halal places are in Thailand. But they'll just tell you that it's halal when it's not. Bangkok is the official HQ. To be fair, Manila is really. Like, Bangkok is fantastic here, but it's so full on. It never sleeps. It never stops. Whereas Manila does. In Bangkok, you can go out any time of the day and just get your freak on. Frankie, I think you're a top 3 hottest MMA YouTubers. I appreciate that, man. Oh, the cross-dresser dude who defeated Brady. There have been talks that that fight might actually be happening. I'd be very impressed with Islam Makhachev if he takes that fight. I don't understand why they don't just give Conor McGregor a title shot versus Islam. It wouldn't surprise anyone if they did. No, that's Unk MMA. I'm formerly yours. Oh, Eunice the Trueness. Change my name to start a channel. Been in your. I have seen you around in here before. You have a channel though, yeah. Subscribe to our boy anyway, man. Shout out to you, man. Much love. Conor McGregor acts so gay. No, he doesn't. He acts like a cokehead. It's a big difference, mate. Anyway, lads, I think I'm going to call it a night because I can feel my throat wobbling. Do you believe Conor has actually changed his ways? Absolutely fucking not, mate. Absolutely not. Let me give you guys a quick link to Dougie's Corner because I believe he's on already. Also, actually, Bodak's on. Go over to Bodak. He's doing gaming at the moment. I think that I don't think Dougie's Corner is on quite yet. Subscribe to the MMA Unk, really, and welcome back to the channel, man. Sorry that you've turned up. I think he's playing Metal Gear Solid. No, he's playing Control. He's playing Control. And give our boy a go. Yeah, I'm gonna head off because my throat is starting to wobble, and I do need to make sure I've got enough streaming chops for tomorrow. I don't know why my throat keeps fucking up. It's crazy. Check out the gun show. The gun show. It's been a pleasure. I've been entertained, had a few pints, and got some admin done. User, it's been an absolute pleasure as always. You're a very welcome part of the community. Thanks for stopping by. Give Bodak a try as well. The link I just sent. Okay, Batman, what do you need? Is British accent the reason your throat is wobbling, or is it just the unseasoned cuisine? I think it's because it's just cold all the time and because I fucking talk too much. And I'm around people that pick up viruses all the time. User, look forward to seeing you on the next one. I will be back tomorrow to do a reaction to the card and just to generally talk some shit. Dougie's not on yet, but everybody, yeah, Dougie's Corner. Dougie's Corner is the guy. I love Dougie's Corner. I think he's going to jump on in about half an hour. A good friend of mine is being mass reported from another channel. Can your mods report that? Yes. I don't like people who do fake mass reportings. It's disgusting. Nah, Bodak sounds gay. Bodak's a good lad. He streams about kind of politics and MMA and other stuff. He's been on the channel multiple times. He's got a really good channel over there. He actually puts a lot more work into his channel than I do. Well, I mean, I put no work into my channel, but you know what I'm saying. My good friend is being reported for no reason, Frankie. Are you trolling me right now? I never can tell if you're serious or not. This is the trouble with your reputation. Who is your friend? If you're being serious, but remember the story of the boy that cried wolf. Who is your friend? You need to wash your hands to keep the virus away. No, I am very, very. I'm a very, very clean person. Overly so, if anything. Tom and Julie 100. I still feel like this is a troll. Hang on a sec. Can you send a link? Tom and Julie's 100. Oh, what? This is a troll. Are you vaccinated? Yes, I am. I'm serious. Is it Tom and... Is it bad I smell my fingers after sex? No. Whatever floats your boat. Is his name T and J's 100 Army? Is that what it is? Gravity Joe Fitness is my friend's name. Batman, can you add me on Twitter? Because you need to add me on Twitter anyway, because... I mean, we're boys and all that. Needle refused him the vaccine. I'm not only vaccinated, man. I've got the booster as well. Because I couldn't leave China without it. I was living in China when COVID was going on, and you weren't allowed to leave the country until you got vaccinated. How fucking suspicious is that? Oh, the channel that's reporting him is Tom and Julie 100. Oh. So his name is Gravity Joe Fitness. Send me the link on Twitter. Batman in the chat. Yeah, Batman's in the chat. Batman is A25F. Anyway, guys, I am going to fuck off. Send me the link in the chat in Twitter. And I don't know exactly how I can help, but you know. All right, give my boy Bodak a shout. And guys, if you wouldn't mind liking the stream before you head out, I'd really, really appreciate it. Yeah, user, that is funny. Bro was in crap. Do you know what's even funny, James? Here, before I go, not only was I in ground zero, yeah, I actually think I was patient zero. Because when I came over here, it spread all over London, and then I went back. So I came here. I came here just as COVID was, or just before COVID started. Then I went back while it was like becoming a thing. Real true story, man. So I reckon they infected me before I went over there to England. I was one of the spreaders. So shout out to me for being a major player in a world event. Anyway, boys, much love to all of you. Thank you so much to all of you, as always, for turning up on the stream. I really, really appreciate you. You know I do. Um, I was the sleeper cell. To be fair, with the amount I get around, I'm a good person to be patient zero. With the amount of traveling I do, I could pretty much end the world if I ever caught anything serious. Anyway, lads, much love to all of you. I hope you enjoyed the card. I will be back tomorrow for a reaction to the card and obviously a Sunday stream. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a panel or not. I'm going to see how things go. But I'll definitely be on tomorrow, come hook or crook. So you can look forward to seeing you. Hi, Observer. Thank you so much for turning up as always. Much love to you, MMA Unk, and good luck with the channel, man. I hope it continues to grow and that you continue to be a part of this awful fucking community. Take it easy, guys. Like the stream before you head out. I appreciate you. Much love, boys and girl. Take it easy. In South Africa, we could fake the vaccination papers. You could do that in China as well, but they were too late catching on to that. Anyway, bro, in a bit. Peace. Head over to Dougie's Corner as well. Dougie's Corner. He streams the whole card. In a bit.